Hey everyone, it's me, Dirty Honey. So today I'm going to be talking about something that's everywhere, shapes. And I know it sounds kind of random or it sounds, might not sound important or what, but the thing is about shapes that I've kind of recently come to understand is that there's only one shape. All the other shapes are fake and based on this one particular shape. And another little portion of that is the flat universe, which we'll kind of get into in a second. But the shape thing is kind of weird because we assume there's a lot of shapes, right? We've got circles, squares, triangles, all these other fucking crazy shapes, right? There's a million of them. But really, there's actually only one shape. If we start with one point, we have a dot. That's it. Or a point. Or I guess you could call it a ray. Or I think that's what it's called when it's just a point and it just goes on forever. But that's still not a shape. It's just a point and goes on for infinity. And then if you have 2 points, you've got a line. Point A to point B, you got a line. Not until you add that third point do you have a shape. Your very first shape is a triangle. It's the most primary shape. And then if you add one more dot, you get a square. But a square is actually 2 triangles. And so 2 triangles equals a square. You can't make a square turn into a triangle. It doesn't work. Triangles make squares. And if you add one more triangle, you get 5 points. And so on. And you can change the orientation of a triangle to be, I think there's a right triangle, there's an obtuse triangle where it's wide, and then you've got an acute triangle where the point is, skinny. And so these different shapes of triangles combined into patterns of triangles is basically geometric shapes start to happen. I don't know if it's all of geometry. I'm not that intelligent, or I don't want to put a cap on it. And then, but the different shapes of triangles can be orientated into every single other shape to the point of infinity, where it looks like a circle. And you got all these triangles that add up to what appears to be a circle, but it's actually just a bunch of different triangles, obtuse, obtuse, right, all the way down into this big circular thing that appears to us to be a circle because the little tiny triangles at the edge are so infinitely small that it seems smooth to the point of it actually being smooth. Almost. I mean, it has to be because it's infinite. It can go to down to little tiny triangles that you just can't even see. But the crazy part about that is there's only one fucking shape. And I don't know why that's so mind-blowing to me, but it just kind of feels like I've been fooled this whole time. One more time where my gullibility as a human has distracted me or had me look the wrong direction about something that's right in front of my face. And then we come into this whole, so the triangle is like this God shape or whatever. It's the master shape, the base shape, the one that tricks us, right? And it goes into this language or whatever that it's like the language of the universe or something called geometry. It's kind of like it's everywhere. So we're experiencing it, we're feeling it, we know it's happening, but we just don't always understand, I don't think, exactly what the universe is telling us through this triangle language or something. It has to, everything's so basic. It's always basic. Everything is simple. ABC. It's the ABC life. That's why you get a triangle out of it. 3 points. And so, I don't know, that was super mind-blowing to me. It kind of feels like the language of God is geometry in this fooling of taking something, the most simplest shape, the very first shape, and turning it into every other shape imaginable. Is God power. We're just being fooled constantly by all these round things, right? And so, a triangle's flat. It's a two-dimensional object or a two-dimensional shape. And everything that we walk around in is like three-dimensional. It has height, width, and depth, right? I think those are the three that you use. And so that's what gives us the 3D thing, and we're not like a stick figure walking around on a piece of paper or whatever. We're three-dimensional. And so what's up with that? The universe is actually flat. Not flat Earth like... I don't know what you think flat Earth is. I don't even know what it is. I just have this little picture in my head about a plate or something. But the universe is flat. But it's flat in every direction. So, when we take those geometrical shapes that are flat and cock them out into every single direction at the same time, you get a three-dimensional object in any shape. Because in those three-dimensional spaces of flatness, you can alter the shape a little bit to create whatever kind of crazy water you want. Okay? It can be fluid. So all the shapes, including water, is made of triangles in this flat universe that's flat in every direction. What does flat universe mean? Is like if light or a line, light is straight. So if light went on forever in one direction, it doesn't deviate at all. It never curves. It just goes straight. And it's riding in the universe. And so in the time fabric, if the universe had curvature, the light would show deviation or curvature, and eventually over a huge space of time that would come around in a big ass fucking circle, and space would collapse or something. I don't know what would happen, but it's flat, and it's also flat up and in every single direction. So because it's flat, and the triangle in the two-dimensional shape is flat until you twist it into every direction, because you can go up in that direction flat forever in every single way you can look. Flat, and it won't ever curve. Because if it curved one way this way and against that in the next angle, this whole thing wouldn't work. Scientifically, they say that the density of the universe is just perfect to be able to maintain that in expansion and retain flatness because of the amount of energy and I don't know all the bullshit about it, but it has something to do with the density of the universe according to scientific reasoning why flatness is required in the universe. And so the flat universe in every single direction, using triangles as the only shape, will create every single shape and three-dimensional object, everything. Because you take the triangle into 3 dimensions, and you have a pyramid is the simplest one, and you can stack those into anything, and as long as those pyramids keep getting smaller, you'll have a sphere. It adds up to any shape, and if you alter the size or shape of those triangles within the pyramid, they're going to change the shape, the three-dimensional object eventually that's flat in every single way. This is kind of feeling matrixy, like fucking computer screen. What the fuck are we about to find out in this world, man? I don't know, dude. But it feels like people I can't be the only one who's thinking about this kind of shit, dude. There's at least 200 million people that follow me, or that subscribe, that agree, because look at all these people. Anyways, dude, it just feels like the triangle thing, being that it's another you can't get any more simple shape, and it actually is the base root creator of everything. That seems like how I feel everything is anyways. Super simple and over complicated. Like if you watch any of my videos, you'll see that that's what I talk about with diet and medicine and fucking everything, dude. It's all over complicated. Exercise, everything is over complicated. It's all just ABC triangle. I even call my exercise diet program the ABC diet. Like, what the heck? Anyways, that's about it. You guys subscribe to the channel too, because I'm going to have some amazing videos coming soon. Anyways, maybe I will. You never know. Who knows what's going to happen? It'll have something to do with triangles, though, I'll bet you anything. But just remember to be nice, dude. Subscribe to the channel. Be nice. Listen to 91.5 FM on the radio and KUSC.org on the internet for the best music on the planet, created by triangles, dude. Music, sound is probably triangles. Who knows? Damn, I didn't think about that. I wonder if sound has triangular in it, dude. We don't have time right now, but I'm going to think about that one. Nothing's coming up. So be nice. 91.5 FM on the radio, KUSC.org on the internet. Subscribe and tell a friend, and that's it. See you guys later. Bye. Triangle.